All right, we're the blue player and the map is world. We have 5 troops in Australia, 10 troops in North America, and 5 troops in Europe. Nobody's fighting us for Australia, so we might go for an early Australia here. Let's put all our troops right here, and we'll see if we can conquer this as quickly as possible. This game plays out a little bit differently than Risk does. I think it's a nice, cool little variation. 3 troops attack, breaks it 2, we'll send all of them over here, and that will be the end of our turn. And we're playing against bots in single player here mode because it's going to make it easier to introduce the game to the channel. There's a lot going on at once here. That's the unique feature of this game. Everybody takes their turn simultaneously. It's really interesting and really neat. I like it a lot. And we get a piece of a card for taking a territory that turns into a full card. Now we get 7 armies to deploy this time because we have Australia. Nice. Purple already has South America, so that's not great for us. Perhaps we try to work our way down there and stop the bot from having that, and also fortify up our Australia for defensive purposes. I think I'll have this attack down to here. I'll have this attack down to here as well. Don't worry, the game's a little bit complicated at the start here. The more I play it out, the better I'll get at explaining what's going on. It's my first time trying to make a video on the game. It's going to take some figuring out how to properly commentate the game. But basically, it's Risk, but you take your turn simultaneously, and there's a lot more customization in the settings and features. It also has a lengthy single-player mode where you can have like commanders you control and all kinds of weird different things. But I think I want to focus on the multiplayer, not the single player, because the single player, some of the maps are kind of rough. There's also something just very visually satisfying about watching, the captures going on. And I think the more I play the game, the more there'll be like a lot of depth to the strategy, but I'm still kind of learning. So there's a lot to figure out here. It looks like they're leaving Europe mostly alone. So perhaps what if I were to say, hey, I'll take that, and we'll try and stop you from having South America here. We have the light fog of war option on here, which Risk doesn't have, by the way. I can see what they have near me. The far away stuff, I can see who territory it is, but I can't see how many troops are in it, so it's kind of neat. So let's go ahead and get this over here. I think yellow or orange has this already over here. Also, I have my thing hidden over here, my name, because if I ever want to play this game for content, we gotta deal with snipers, stream snipers, right? All right, let's work around and try and grab as much of Europe here. How aggressive are the bots about stopping me from getting bonuses and whatnot? I don't know. We're about to find out. And as far as like the commentating on the depth of the strategy, it'll be a lot more involved when playing against actual human players here. This first video is just kind of a test to see how you guys like it, what's the potential, for me also to experiment with like, how am I going to commentate this? How are we going to like figure out to make this good commentary and whatnot? It's going to be a learning process, basically. The first, I'd say, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos are going to be very experimental, figuring out, simple things like, do I show this at the top of the screen? Do I crop that out? Do you guys want to see the orders every turn? Or does it, I feel like the orders kind of spoils it in the proper fog of war as far as like who has what bonuses, and I might crop that out eventually too as well. We will figure this out together, how to make content for this game. Because I see a lot of potential here. This could be the 3rd game on the channel. Don't you? Hey, that's my Ukraine. You don't touch it. All right, Ural, you stay out of this. Hey, we've got enough pieces of cards from attacking territories each turn to get ourselves more bonus troops. We get 5 this, or 12 this turn, 5 extra. You already broke their Africa for me, so I don't have to worry about that. Maybe a couple more over here just to keep that safe. I could try to grab South America. The bot doesn't seem inclined to try and stop me from doing it, so maybe we do that. If I put 6 here, I can also try and grab Europe. I think this is part of Europe, right? 7 territories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. And then we work on getting that down there, and hopefully they don't break me over here. If they do, not the end of the world. I think fighting the bots here shouldn't be too hard for us. This is not so much about like, oh boy, what a challenging video for CG, fighting 3 bots so super hard. It's more about, hey, check out this cool game. Let's try to get more people playing the multiplayer, because right now, there is a long wait to fill multiplayer lobbies because the game's kind of like obscure and unheard of. And we need to get more people to just be aware of it and to log on to Warzone.com here and start playing it. And that way, you don't have to wait forever to get a lobby, The power of having thousands of people watch my videos is I can send, well, probably hundreds of those people to go watch it. Don't you take my Europe. That's mine. It's fine, I'm not worried about it. As long as I'm holding Australia and these guys aren't holding anything, we'll be okay for now. All I gotta do is just shore up and gradually build up. I don't think it's a question of if I win or lose, it's the question of when do I win. Well, you never know. Maybe they're getting up on me. Maybe the bots are smarter than I thought, than I think. Let's try and defend this up a little bit since they kind of enjoy breaking these things. I'd rather you not take this. And only 1 troop there. All right, well, I guess you attack this. You fortify over to here to replace what's being moved over there. Australia seems fine, leave it alone. You attack this. Hopefully purple doesn't stack any there. Might as well fortify back up there to protect that. Hopefully they don't attack there while I'm going over there. We'll see. That's the very interesting thing is like, how do you... It plays out so differently than Risk because you have to decide how do I make my decisions based upon, okay, they might stack all their troops right there and attack. Should I attack that? Should I only... You can sometimes have it to attack, or you can tell it to transfer only, so if they attack there, you can take it before you go and you won't fight them. There's all kinds of depths of strategy. You guys are not letting me have Europe, and I understand why, but I'd like to have Europe, please. Well, we got that back anyways. I feel like it might be pretty easy to fight 3 bots. The multiplayer is no joke, though. I've played like 3 or 4 multiplayer matches and lost every single one, because the only people playing the game right now are like level 60s. I'm level 5, and they're real good. I lose every time. To be fair, I've only played like 3 or 4, and there's a learning curve, right? All right, let's try and not lose this, and try and grab Europe here would be fantastic. I can fortify this over here to protect that, and honestly call that a good turn right there. Just kind of like a slow pace. I think this game also has the option to do progressive as well, and not just fixed. I think this game has a ton of potential for content on the channel here, if you guys enjoy watching it. And if you don't enjoy this first video, it's probably because I'm mostly talking about the concept of the game on the channel, as opposed to actually like talking about what's going on in the match. Because right now, this seems like an easy win. I've already got 3 bonuses. Like fighting the bots, easy peasy. I need to do some multiplayer matches, but I need people to be playing the game. That's what I'm going to hopefully recruit some of you guys to join in. That's a lot of armies. Well, we'll defend this up a little bit better. They don't seem to like attacking my 4s. Maybe we don't let you have that right there, and we go to war in here. Now the thing is, you can like split them and attack multiple at a time, but you can't chain attack. So like, let's say I want to take this territory, China. I can't take it this turn. It'll take me 2 turns. I have to get this turn, and then next turn I could go over that. It plays out very differently than traditional Risk, and I'm super into it. You attacked my troops there and destroy them, but luckily, since they only go one at a time, they were not able to break my South America. Very different strategy here. Once they start playing as other actual players, not just bots, it's going to get very interesting, I think, as far as like the complexity and strategy involved. Ooh, we only lost 5 to their 7. Good rolls for us there. That's great for us. Also, let me know if you want these orders to be shown on the screen, or I can hide them. If I hide them like that, I can then crop it to kind of show like this part of the screen right here, and it'll make everything bigger on the screen, basically, so you can see what's going on better. But I don't know, maybe you guys like seeing the orders? Let me know in the comments down below. I cannot have you breaking this. Would be bad for me. Let's defend this up a little bit too, okay? And then we can work on, you know, doing the thing called going to war, splitting multiple times, and just kind of picking random numbers here. It's fine. Go ahead. Let's fortify this over here, protect that a little bit. Don't worry about fighting that. And we'll commit our turn right there and watch them go. Also, if you want to, you don't have to sit here watching them all. If you're playing on your own, you can click skip and it'll just skip past all this animation and watch it. Or you can click this button right here and I'll do it 1 arrow at a time. But I'll keep it going like this because I think for videos, this is kind of like the most visually satisfying way to watch it, and also helps me to like commentate what's happening. You did not break my Europe! How dare you? I need those troops for destroying all of you. And we'll probably mix up the settings. Sometimes I'll do light fog of war, sometimes full fog of war, sometimes no fog of war. We'll figure it all out together. Light fog of war makes it pretty easy to know that nobody's holding any bonuses. Don't you? Hey, I see what you're trying to do there. I don't appreciate. This might be the only time I fight bots, so unless, you know, next time I go to record a video, you guys haven't filled up the servers. I'm really banking on you guys watch this video here to go and fill up the servers and have more people playing the game. Otherwise, it's going to be hard to make content for this game because it takes a long time to fill up the lobby right now. Hopefully you guys will change that and just flood the website with players so that we can all enjoy playing it together. I'll have this attack over here, keep working on our Dominion. Probably going to be a quick little video here, that's fine. Mostly just an experimental video to find out how I'm going to do the commentary for it. Do you guys enjoy the game? Do you see the potential? I would say this video right here is not going to be very representative of what the video is actually going to be like. If you watch my Risk videos, it's going to be kind of like that, except for like with this game, with its different, unique strategy, world conquest kind of thing, right? I hope it does well. I see a lot of potential here, and even if this first video doesn't do well, I'm probably going to do like at least 2 or 3 more just to keep testing the waters. Because I do see potential here for good content. Ooh, AI 1 was eliminated. That's what that weird boop 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 sound was. Not sure if you heard it over the music. I do feel like the orders, especially in like proper full fog of war, does spoil a lot. Like if you're playing proper full fog of war and you like, I don't know what this guy has, you can tell it because they'll say he placed 13 total troops down here and just kind of reveals it from that. So I think in proper full fog of war, hide the orders. Light fog, no fog, I don't think it matters a whole lot. Well, we're just kind of stomping these guys here, aren't we? Well, let's go ahead and Go to war in North America a little bit. Do overkill. It tells you how many troops you need to send. So like if it's to kill 0, you can't send 0, only to send 1. If there's 2 troops there, I would need to send 3 armies to kill 2. It's got all kinds of details. Right now we're kind of like just dominating the bots because, well, they're bots and there's 3 of them. And I'm me and I'm not a bot. So we're doing a little bit of this. Now these numbers, that's how many, if they don't add any troops. If they add troops, if I send just enough to beat it, but they add troops to it, well, then it won't work because they added troops to it. So I'm not going to attack that 6 onto that 2 in case the 7 attacks that. And if I attack first, because the turn order thing is randomized, depends on the settings you choose in the, when you make the lobby. Sometimes you have like in a cyclic order of like first blue, then you, then you, then you, every single time. I think random is better. It makes it much more interesting. You attacked my 6, you rude dude, but you can't break me in this game because you can only go 1 at a time. It's very interesting how it's going to play. I'm very curious to see what like the meta is going to be for this game. See, if my 6 attacked that, we've been hit by that. I would have lost troops. Now, to be fair, we're dominating. It's probably going to be fine, but there is a strategy to be had of like, I'm not going to attack this because this guy behind this might attack it with theirs simultaneously. I mean, extra layer of complexity here that I'm kind of super into. My 20 just stomping that 0 like it's nobody's business. You can fortify all the things you want at once. In Risk, you can only fortify 1 per turn. This game, fortify as many as you want. I don't know why I clicked that. I was trying to tell it to attack there, but I was still in the, put down your troops mode. We need to still put our troops down here, so let's just do that. I don't want you breaking through there. That'd be bad. 25, hit this 7. You hit this. I see you can fortify 1, and then 2. And you don't even, and if you don't like it, I don't want it going there. I want to take those back and send it over here. You can adjust. It's really cool. The only thing you can't really adjust is once you put your territories down at the start, there's no like redoing that. Your troops down at the start, rather. Words with CG. And then go ahead and do this and get involved there and all the attacking. And I think this game's going to be kind of super fun to actually play and hopefully to watch once I figure out how the heck to properly edit it. So, sorry. I'm sure this first video is going to be a rough watch, but please, those of you who are like big fans of the Risk content, think of the potential here. Think of how I could like make this content fun and engaging in the same way I do with my Risk content once we have like an actual like booming multiplayer community going. I might actually recruit some of the other Risk content creators that I know to also maybe play the game and promote it and advertise it as well, to like actually get this game like have a hustling, bustling community as opposed to having to wait like 10 minutes for like one match to load up, which is too much. Sure was for me. I played bots instead of waiting for it. Also, it's just easier to commentate when I'm playing against bots. I tried commentating at like a 1v1. Not that I was going to play 1v1s, but just because it took too long to get a full lobby for like a 6-person match. And, oh boy, it was kind of hard to commentate properly when I was, had the turn timer up there, and I was getting my butt whooped by a level 60 when I was at level 5. It was a bit rough. Reinforcement card. Thanks for the troops. Overkill. Here we go. Are you the last AI? The last living, breathing AI? I don't know. We're going to find out. Now, I mean, it's already pretty clear. Go ahead and take out Japan right there. You can also like zoom in like this, get better like look at things, and these tell you I need 4 territories for Australia, and there's lots of different maps, and I'm super excited for this game. Hey, there we go. The Dubsky. Army graph and everything. Look at us. We're huge. Give me your honest thoughts down below in the comments. Not only what did you thought about this video itself, but also the potential for future videos once I actually am like playing other players and focusing the commentary mostly on like the strategy of the game itself, as opposed to like, is this game going to be good? Like I did this video. But there's the victory. You'll love to see it. And I have plenty more videos you can watch too. See you in the next one.